Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your Sunday Shuffle. We're going to start today by pulling you a card from the Moonology Oracle. Show me Cancer, please. Show me Cancer. Show me Cancer. Like always, take what resonates, leave what does not. It may not be for you at all, which is perfectly normal as it is a collective reading. In which case, check your other placements. You will find yourself in there somewhere. Show me Cancer, please. Oh my, yes. A new romantic cycle begins. Oh yes. New moon in Libra. Actually, that's coming up soon. We enter Libra season relatively soon, therefore the new moon. The full moon is in 6 months, but new moon is within the same season. So, this could be some energy that's coming up soon, like super soon. A new romantic cycle begins. Ew. For everybody who's like, I want new love. That's what they all say. So I don't know. I can't guarantee it. I don't know what I'm going to see, honey. It could be a bunch of shit where I still see you chained to somebody you shouldn't be with, but you could have the potential of a new romantic cycle. You know, very rarely is anything that clean. It's like, hey, this is brand new and I'm perfectly in alignment with it and it's a perfect timing. I very rarely see that, which is why that new stuff is always so disappointing. You mean it's not clean, easy, and convenient at the perfect time and place for me? No. It's never like that. Well, I say never, but it's an anomaly, I'll tell you that. Show me that Cancer. But I'm rooting for you, honey. I'm rooting for you. I want that new romantic cycle for you, too, because let me tell you, I will see you get caught up in endless cycles of emotional not happiness. And it's like you're stringing it out, and you're saying, I don't want that for you. I don't. So, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. New romantic cycle. Let's do it. New romantic cycle for Cancer. Let's do it. What's going on, Mage Tom? Okay. Well, hopefully that's already started. Let's get you cleared up and ready for what do they say? Let's get you ready for landing. I'd like to. You have a great emotional support system. Not surprised. Oh, beautiful. Good. Good. Okay. Okay. Let's suspend all judgment. Cool. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I got something fishing around for you. Or you're fishing around for it. Somebody fishing around for somebody. But yeah, no, something's here. Something's hovering. Okay. I don't know what that hanged man in the future is. Maybe it's taking it slow. Maybe it's gaining perspective and insight on this new romantic cycle. Could be a variety of things. I just know you went from to and that's good. We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that for you. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. Let's just jump on into it. This is either break that's happening now, or it's happened recently, or it's on your mind and you haven't done it yet. I don't know. That's the thing about the heart of the matter. It's with you in some way. Show me that 5 of Pentacles, please. Show me that 5 of Pentacles. Show me that 5 of Pentacles. Show me that 5 of Pentacles. Show me that 5 of Pentacles, please. Four Swords, resting, healing on that break. Very good. Okay, so it's happening now or it's on the verge of it. Okay. Yeah, a breakage, and you're in that process right now of consolidating your mind towards it. All right, so it's looking like you're approaching this from a mental point of view first, rationalizing the break. In other words, it's making sense to you. That doesn't mean you're happy about it, but you are mentally reconciling yourself to it first. Some people emotionally reconcile them. Like, for instance, water sign, typically I would expect to see this from you. 8 of Cups first, and then the other stuff happens. But you're actually showing me mind first. I'm consolidating this in my mind first, Christina. I'm getting mentally more and more comfortable with this. I understand it has to happen. I have rested on this particular subject, and I'm going to for some time. This was not easy. This was not an easy thing for me to conclude, and I'm not taking it casually, nor should you. There's real abandonment involved here. There's real pain involved here, and you have to consolidate yourself on these subjects. I don't know with who. I don't know the backstory. I don't want to dig into it. I want to see where you are now and go from there. I'll touch briefly on the past, but again, I'm not going to be indulgent. It's enough to know that you are starting the processes now of, again, mentally getting your mind around this, and that's a process. Coming to terms with it, being at peace with it. You may never be at peace with it, but you're learning to accept it up here first. And it's that energy of some things must be. Okay, some things must be. Sometimes things must break, and it's painful. It's painful for everybody. But if it was going well, right? Fill in the blank. All right. If it was meant to be, it would be, or it would stay, or it was supposed to, or I would know it was supposed to stay. Three of Wands in the past, there's a sense of waiting, this sense of longing, this sense of hope, you know. Most likely hoping that things would get better and they wouldn't have gotten to this point. Let's see that Three of Wands, please. Page of Wands, Eight of Swords, yeah, the Moon. Oh no, that's I hate that. That's the worst kind of hope. It's vague, and you can't take it seriously because you don't have any proof of it. Yeah, so this was a long time coming. I hate seeing the Three of Wands because it's usually used incorrectly. All cards, like all energy, like all power structures, have pros and cons. Three of Wands has some pros, but it's mostly, in my eyes and in my experience, the way people use it is con. I have hope with absolutely no reason to. You know that old saying, it's the expectations that kill. My expectations hurt me. My expectations broke my heart. That's what that is. And it's somebody's expectations that things would get better, but there was no reason to believe that. But you held out in that belief for a long time. There was a lot of proof of nothing getting better. Eight of Swords, the Moon, and you didn't want to see it, and it was there. I don't know how long you hung out in that area of, I just hope things will generally get better when there's no proof. And there's no reason to believe it, and you sure as hell didn't feel it. But I know you hung in there for a while. Hoping it would, thinking it would, and maybe it would come back together in time, but it didn't. So you're having to abandon this particular false hope. That's good. I don't like false hope. It causes a lot of harm. It does. Like I said, it's the expectations that hurt us the most. It's one thing to wait when you know you have reason to, but that's literally, I don't see anything getting better. And I have no proof that it will. How long I've been hanging out by the cliff hoping things will get better, right? Okay, the Ten of Cups is above you. I know you have emotional support systems, family, friends, connectivity. Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, show me that Ten of Cups. And I know that I'm sure you wanted to emotionally harmonize with everybody and make everybody happy and put them at ease. But the thing is, honey, you can't put others at ease when you yourself are not at ease. Everything begins with the self. I probably have that on my fucking epitaph. It's like everything begins with the self. I'll die saying it. This will be me on my deathbed. Everything begins with the self. Like that. Okay? And then maybe someday somebody somewhere will understand it. But you can't harmonize with family and friends and reassure them that everything's okay when you know damn good and well it isn't with you. Okay. Ten of Cups. I think you got it. Do you like that? Yeah, I know it can be. Honey, I was a drama geek. Okay? I was an absolute drama geek. I was in choir for years. Hence my vocal cords. Why they're so deep and sometimes they sound tired is because I sang my heart out for years. And then I was also in theater for years. So yeah. I got a little bit of the drama streak, but honey, that's just, you know, it's just me expressing myself. Let's see that Ten of Cups, Knight of Cups, Nine of Wands. That's it, babe. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I know. You did. Okay. You spent a lot of time reassuring everybody that it's all as well, and it wasn't true. You communicated as best you could. Okay. And I see you kind of telling family and friends this now, kind of like in preparation. I love this person as best I could. But there are some things over time that weren't being felt anymore on both sides. That weren't being expressed on either sides, and that's how you know something's really wrong. That's what I see you telling people. I haven't been able to express my love in this, and they haven't been able to express their love towards me in a long time, years. For some of you, yeah. And I see you talking about it, and it's hard for you to open up about these things. I see the difficulty of the vulnerability, but I need you to, and I want you to, trust your instinct on this. I know it's hard to talk about these things, but you need to. You need the reflection of family and friends to bounce it back to you. That way you know you're not crazy, and that way you know you have someone listening to you that can understand and feed it back to you, okay? And it helps normalize what you're experiencing. That way you know you're not alone, you're not isolated, all that good stuff. That's the power of communication, and that's the power of a true emotional support system. They are there so you can tell them these things, okay? And I want you, and I know I'm looking at a Cancer that's really hard for you to talk about that intimate shit. And that's largely your cardinal pride. You know, you are cardinal water. And I know you want to be the first person to step in, keep the peace, and say all is well, but in this instance you cannot. And this is where your family and friends need to support you now, okay? So I know it's hard for you to open up. You're telling me that, okay? But I want you to push past that and do it, and just say what you need to say. You can get the feedback you need, normalize it, make you feel like your situation is rational, because it is. What you're experiencing is real, okay? There you go. Be as honest as you can. Get the support that you need to get. And it starts out with one person in the family, you know how it is, and then you start talking to other people, so on and so forth. And this is going to help you. It's going to help you, okay? It's going to help you get through all this. All right. Now this Empress... Show me this Empress, please. Show me this Empress. There it is. It's going to be okay. I don't usually get to see things this clean and cut, and so that's really nice. It's really nice. Yeah, it's a new opportunity. Strong one too. Someone who has legitimacy written all over them, up, down, sideways, backwards, forwards, everything. It's a damn good investment. It's shiny, it's beautiful, and it's strong as hell. You want to know how I know that? It's not the Ace of Wands that's next to it, it's the Ace of Swords. It's the undisputed truth of the strength of this offer. It is real as hell. Here's what's interesting. This is what made me raise a little eyebrow. Okay. You're using the Three of Wands in a different way. Remember I told you? I can't stand the way most people use that Three of Wands. False hope, false expectations. You're telling me you're looking forward to this. You are looking forward to this day. You were looking forward to this opportunity. This is a different kind of hope. It's a reasonable one, and it's more than reasonable. Viable. Makes me suspect you know this person. The Empress, very strong, generous, emotional energy. Productive, maternal, that kind of thing. Doesn't have to be a female. I'm saying it has that energy of I produce, I produce, I produce. Someone of high quality, high value. Completely different from this, where there's just a vague sort of illusion that things will work out, and it didn't. This is different. That's a very different energy. Very different. Very solid. Solid as hell. How long has this process been going on? I wish I was doing timeline stuff today. I'm not. I'm very curious. I'm very curious. Show me that Hanged Man. Let's see that Hanged Man. Let's see that Hanged Man. I wonder where some of you are in this process. The beginning stages of the break for some of you. The very beginning stages. Some of you are further accelerated on this. Show me that Hanged Man, please. Show me that Hanged Man. I'm fascinated by timelines. Because time means different things, if you can believe it. Because time is relative. Einstein nailed it. Yeah, no, time is relative. And you never see that so much as in tarot. But I find timelines fascinating because it can really speak to someone's spiritual journey. In terms of expansion, growth, when they learn things and how it impacted them and how you can see it so many years later. That stuff I find fascinating. That's why I'm always interested in timelines. Ace of Cups. Death. Six of Wands. There's a reason I said that. There's a delay on this. Oh, shit. There is a delay on this. I've been getting more and more predictive reads lately, and I'm loving that. It's cool. I want to know where it's coming from. So I'm going to do a better job of labeling the titles in YouTube for people who I need them to understand it's predictive. In other words, it's further out. I'm getting another one. This is another predictive. It's on delay. It's on delay, but it's there. It's on delay, but it's there. It hasn't happened yet. The cycle's not complete. You're still getting perspective on some of this. Hanged Man, Ace of Cups, Death, Six of Wands. You have to know that your heart, for whatever this is completely done and over before you can move forward in confidence. Gain perspective on it first. I don't question this. Not at all. I don't question it. I don't think you do either. I feel like you're looking at this person, you know exactly who they are. Or you have a damn strong idea of who they are. That's not a theory. That's reality. But it's on delay. You have to know that your heart is completely done with this. 100% done and ready to transform before it can move forward in confidence. Oh, tricky. Damn. I want to take this one and spin it out. Like really intensely. I want to take that one out for a ride like a really nice fancy car. I want to try. Oh! It's good. Oh, yes it do. And for some of you, the process, it is on delay. The person's real. Let me make that clear to you. This person is real, but I feel like you know this. I think you can look out the horizon and see who the hell they are. I think you know who they are. But the new... I think some of you... That would also explain that little guy, that little Page of Swords, have just begun the process here in Libra season. That's why it's predictive. This doesn't happen overnight, guys. This is mental consolidation. And the Spirit even warns you. You have to know that your heart is completely done for this before you can move forward, before you're allowed to proceed successfully. Oh. And for some of you, this process begins now. Damn. This is why we love tarot. That's what I'm talking about. This is why we love tarot, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you something. People pay me good money to see shit like this. And that one's real. They're all real when I do them, honey. Well, let me tell you how the tarot readers wish they could see this shit and tell it to their clients. Oh, you got a good one today. Oh, now look, I'm not making light of the pain. I'm not. It's just to see something mapped out like this, but it's a predictive map. That's precious. That's really fucking precious, man. That's precious. It is. But yes, you have to know that your heart is completely 100% done with this before you can proceed successfully in that. Okay? Or one door closes. Yes? Okay. Anything else here, please, for Cancer? Oh. Okay. It's not so secret, is it? You admire them. They admire you. But we know who they are. A spiritual awakening, yes indeed. It's not going to be... I'm not making light of that. That's a lot of real pain, honey. Five of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. The mental consolidation of it all has just begun now. And Libra season becomes more and more of reality. They just told me to look at the moon, and I didn't know why. I was like, look at the moon. I don't know why. I just said look at the moon. The 18th for some of you might be important. The next full moon. You might have some strong Pisces in your chart. Or Cancer is your moon. That could be it. I don't know. Celebration, reason to celebrate. Yes, I agree. Endings are a beginning and thus deserve as much celebration as anything else. Okay, but it's happening, and it's equal parts scary as it is exhilarating. Spiritual awakenings are like that. Cancer, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.